St. Kitts-based music producer and enthusiast John Francis is looking to eke out new markets for the music and artists he manages on the Caribbean Download platform. In a recent interview with SK Newsline, Mr. Francis spoke about some of his recent exploits and initiatives he will be pursuing in the coming days.
Recently I've been doing some traveling and working together with TICA. TICA is a project which is initiated by the Chambers of Commerce of Martinique. And there are a number of stakeholders there from the Caribbean, OECS, and we traveled to Portugal to attend WOMEX. WOMEX is the World Music Expo, dealing with basically world music. That was very, very, very interesting. Then recently I've been working with developing Afro-Caribbean content. There's a lot of interest now in Afrobeat. Music from Africa generally as a genre, but specifically my main interest is the new beats coming from South Africa, which is called Amapiano. I'm working with producers and writers from the continent, and we have hopefully soon have something to show for it.
Mr. Francis noted that China is one of the biggest markets for music and one that he's exploring.
But what I'm trying to do is to get the music available to the Chinese market. China has 1.4 billion people. Most cities there's 100 cities. That's more than 10 million people in 100 cities in China. So it's a huge population. But there is an interest in China for Caribbean and African content. A bit of an insight. The Chinese like to go softly. The Chinese, they're here, but they haven't arrived with guns or missiles. They're here, and they do the same thing with culture. What the Chinese are doing now is that they want their music to follow them. They want their folk music to go around the world, but they've made a kind of a cultural pact and said to producers, look, come into our market, give us your music. And then let us give our music to you. So there is a kind of a gentleman's agreement going on where Chinese folk music is available, and at the same time Chinese people are interested in folk music.
John Francis is the proprietor of Caribbean Downloads, an online music platform where persons can stream music at a premium cost.
People do not download music per se. People don't want to pay for music. People don't want to download music. I'm talking in general. But people want access to music, and people would pay for accessibility, and whether that's through subscription or just streaming platforms available. I mean, people go for playlists now. They don't really want to own it. So what we'll try to do, obviously, is cut or navigate a way between streaming and subscription.
Andre Huey, SKN Newsline.